Welcome back to the Jeep World of Adventure Sports. The OluKai Ho'olaule'a, a race steeped in Hawaiian tradition and sport, brings stand-up paddling and the one-man canoe to a venue where Hawaii's elite athletes and local adventurers compete side by side. An opportunity to race the famous Maliko Downwinder on Maui's North Shore and celebrate the ocean and culture that surrounds it.
Maui, Hawaii, the second largest of the Hawaiian Islands, plays host to a race joining its rich Polynesian history. The OluKai begins with a one-man canoe, called the OC1, in an 8-mile race from Maliko Bay to Kanaha Beach. All ages compete in a race both challenging and fun.
This event is not just another one-man race. It's a family event. There's something for everybody.
I heard about this race. My son Aaron was with my grandson. They was coming up here to race, so I told my wife, let's go up there and join the fun up here in racing.
If you want an event to grow, you've got to cater to the racers and just make it fun to be at the event. And I think what OluKai has done with this event does just that. There's the racing element, they've put money on the line, so you're gonna get the serious guys out, but then it's also fun because there's a lot more going on than just the race. There's the food, the cultural aspect with the canoe surfing and sailing, and that makes it fun for everyone, not just the guys that are in the top 5.
Normally, the trade winds would put a wind at their back. Not so today. The winds are either non-existent or in their face. Everything begins with a mass start on the waters near Maliko Bay. Light winds are blowing from the west. They're known as Kona winds. It's a greater challenge for the OC1s, and the locals have the edge. Danny Ching takes an early lead.
Maliko run's definitely one of those special runs on the island. The scenery, the run, it's convenient, it's easy to get to, it's easy to get your stuff when you're done. I think it's one of my favorite runs on all the islands that I've done so far.
When the wind's blowing light like this, you gotta really paddle your canoe into a lot more bumps where your momentum's not gonna carry you from swell to swell. When it's bigger, you can get on bumps and kind of let your canoe do more of the work.
And there's plenty of work to be done. OC1 canoe number 3, Aaron Napoleon, does his best to keep up with Danny Ching and Manny Kulukululani ahead of him. Aaron's father, Joseph Nappy Napoleon, isn't far behind them.
It was kind of funny because my dad decided, he called me up, said, hey, boy, can you get me a boat? I want to go do it.
And do it he does. At close to 70, the oldest Napoleon continues paddling at the highest levels.
Like I always say, I love to paddle. And the best for me today, well, I had my son and my grandson paddle today, and myself. So maybe luckily I can have my great-grandson or 4 of us paddle maybe.
As long as I'm in the water, having fun, it's the main thing.
Kai Bartlett maintains his speed for a current position in the top 3, behind Ching and Manny K. Perhaps the strongest woman in the OC1 race, Brazilian Andrea Moller, is a rising star in the paddling world. She will compete in both the OC1 canoe and stand-up paddling races here at the OluKai. Danny Ching holds strong besides Manny K, as the two take turns leading the race.
In flat water conditions, to stay ahead, technique is definitely something you want to have. There's a lot of, strength to weight ratio and all that. But even today, it was flat enough to where, I was thinking a lot, trying to be efficient and smart and conserve energy as best I could.
Kai Bartlett holds strong in his 3rd place position, while Manny and Danny continue to battle it out for 1st place. As the 8-mile paddle gets closer to the finish line at Kanaha Beach, Manny pulls ahead. The question is it enough to stay in the front until the end? It is Manny Kulukululani for a 1st place finish in 53 minutes and 28 seconds.
The idea that they came up with for this OluKai race, trying to recognize a culture more than just the canoe itself, because really, as paddlers, we all have like a little bit of the culture that we carry with us. You know, we like to do activities together and stuff, so I think it's good for the community.
Right behind Manny, Danny Ching finishes in 53 minutes and 40 seconds for a very close second place. And finishing out the day and coming in 40 seconds later, Kai Bartlett takes third. Next, day 2 of the OluKai, as everyone faces an 8-mile Maliko downwinder. Question is, will there be wind?